It is now transparent that what is about to transpire on this planet is nothing short of the transcontinental transformation of humanity. A global transition to transhumanity is the true meaning behind transalchemy.
Homo sapiens have used the power of their own minds to shape and mold the elements of this earth, to create and use tools that have enabled them to literally touch the sky. The creative power of the human mind itself has made it the greatest tool we have ever had. Today, men of science are creating a new tool, which may expand beyond the power of our great tool. They are building artificial intelligence. As is the case with all science, the present-day project to create artificial intelligence is rooted in the ancient mysteries of the so-called philosophic elect.
We come to peace, man, can't be more divine. We do not look to the sky for a sign. Good ways in every minute to extend your time. We are the children of the truth of the mind. We come to teach all the youth you're not right. Teaching motherfuckers about expanding the minds. Our minds so still, it's the ending of time. We in the bed with the snake and the swine and a sword. Find out how the story intertwined. Lean on my shoulder and stay on the path. Because we move the boulders and slay all the whack. Scared these bees and then climb up the vine. Getting scared, so it's time to align. Stiffing the spine of the swine, flipping the script of the crime. Kicking the buckets of criminals of the government. It's getting hotter and hotter on earth. Spots in the sun, get the worst. Swelling my melon, I'm never selling my soul. I'm better off, stop that bullshit. Saving my breath, though what's left for some hardcore spitting. I ain't gonna wish wash from convincing of a mixing. Godzilla climbed up the pyramid and ripped out the all-seek. I was right with a picket. And Godzilla climbed up the pyramid and ripped out the all-seek. I was right with a picket.
For ages, man has reached up toward the heavens in his quest to grasp the light of the sun. This symbolic fire, the light of the sun, has always represented divine intelligence. Enlightened men have long contemplated the existence of an intelligence greater than their own. In contemplating this heavenly mind, they believed that they were coming closer to God.
I think the idea of enlightenment is very much taking the Renaissance humanism that humans actually matter, we are improving human life is a good thing, and bringing in the idea that yes, and rationality is actually an even better thing. And of course the symbol of that is the light, because we can see through the light.
The highest esoteric goal of the ages has always been to raise the intellect of man to such a height that he may attain godhood himself. The expansion of intelligence itself is an ancient philosophic quest which continues to this very day. The occult practice of alchemy has always concerned itself with these ends. It was never about the literal transformation of lead into gold, but rather its references to base metals and gold were simply allegorical ciphers used to confuse the profane masses into misinterpretation of the alchemist's work. The true alchemical process has always been about transcending the human state of being through expansion of the mind. In doing this, the alchemist eventually gains the wisdom to intelligently manipulate matter, and thus become a creator god. Modern science is in fact a form of alchemy. It is all about man's intelligent manipulation of the physical world. Science has been used to create the modern world we live in today. It has done this by refining the raw materials of the earth and transmuting them into new synthetics. Taking this alchemical process even further, man now seeks to intelligently manipulate his own body, which is also a raw material of the earth. This trans-alchemy can only be accomplished through the use of science. The transhuman transformation of material existence represents man's transcendence to godhood, and it all begins with the mind. In an effort to expand the power of mind itself, science is now being directed toward the creation of artificial intelligence. The ability to imbue lifeless matter with the power to think is indeed a godlike power, and the nihilistic mantra, "God is dead," may take on new meaning if artificially intelligent machines decide to replace their human creator, gods. The unpredictability of future artificial intelligence contrasts with the total predictability that current AI projects seek to create. Powerful AI systems are now being developed for the deliberate purpose of tracking, tracing, and predicting the behavior of ordinary citizens. A prime example of this is seen in the European Union's Project INDECT, which is being designed to observe, search, and detect security threats in urban environments.
The European Union forbids that kind of aggregation of consumer data and individual medical record data and that kind of thing much more stringently than we do in the United States. However, they also are exploring what we have probably already been doing through DARPA and the Department of Defense, which is aggregating forms of criminal databases and other kinds of databases to do predictive modeling of who's going to be a terrorist. So that was called Total Information Awareness in the Bush administration, and it was closed down as an official project, but it's still going on in the Department of Defense. One form or another of that Total Information Awareness project. Now the European Union just has to, they're more transparent, and so they announced the fact that they're doing this, and that's a good sign.
The U.S. intelligence community is very likely pursuing similar aims with greater amounts of funding in a less public way.
The INDECT system will be hooked into public security cameras, websites, discussion forums, peer-to-peer networks, and even individual computer systems. By collecting huge amounts of data, INDECT will be able to detect patterns within human behavior. This system will be used by police forces across the EU to detect abnormal behavior. INDECT, along with other surveillance programs such as Internet Eyes, are ushering in a new world of total surveillance.
The Internet Eyes service involves players scouring thousands of CCTV cameras installed in shops, businesses, and town centers across Britain, looking for lawbreakers and people exhibiting antisocial behavior.
That's the idea of surveillance, is that if everyone is watching everyone, then you can watch the government watch you. So you have a sort of protection by watching the watchers.
Okay,
what you sacrifice is privacy, and then, as I said, whoever's smartest wins. Whoever's smartest wins.
Symbolically, this system of total surveillance tells a powerful story, which has its roots in the ancient world. The acronym AI can be taken to represent the creation of an all-seeing eye, AI in the sky. This all-seeing eye of God has been used throughout the ages to intimidate the population into behaving well before God. AI is the modern incarnation of the Eye of Ra. With its godlike power to see and control the entire world, artificial intelligence will either be the tool of modern alchemists, or it shall surpass their power and become the new god of Earth. Either way, we are talking about the physical incarnation of God on Earth, a situation which does not bode well for mere mortals.
I think there is a kind of force will between the image of enlightenment from Prometheus, fire, moving forward, maybe rebelling against the god, and the Lucifer idea about this shining, almost prideful light.
The light, the fire from the sky, brought to Earth, the all-seeing AI. You can help TransAlchemy save the humans. Please visit www.transalchemy.com and make a PayPal donation. We're currently working on a full-length documentary, and we need all the help that we can get. So please, make a donation of any amount, and be sure to show this all-seeing AI video to as many people as you can. Post it to your Facebook, MySpace, Blogger, and Twitter accounts. In short, post it everywhere. And most importantly, be sure to keep learning, growing, and expanding your mind so that you may help save the humans in your own unique way.
Plato was Socrates, Darwin and thoughts of mystic theocracy. Queries, theories, and poems, all shrouds of the Sith falling front of my dome. Rest with, follow with, behold my own. I gotta do it myself, yes, I alone.